So far in this series, we have learned how to integrate the Festo didactic MecLab conveyor, stacker, and handler individually. In this video, we're going to start putting them together. Now, you're going to run into some obstacles. I've ran into some obstacles, and we're going to work through them together. But first of all, let's talk about how this should all work together. We're going to put our lids into the magazine, and we'll put our container over here. The first thing that'll need to happen is this will need to come down, turn our vacuum on, and pick the part up. Then we'll run over, and when this sets it down, it needs to set it down on the conveyor where this optical sensor can see the part. Once it sees a part, it will roll over, and we are going to still use our metal versus plastic inspection station. If it's plastic, we will continue on across. And when it gets here, it'll tumble over like that. If it was a metal part, this needs to come down and slide down that one. Once it's here, then it'll insert a lid. This will retract back, and our lid presser will come down to seal our container. Once the operator takes it out, puts a new set in, they'll press the green button and start the process all over. Now, a lot of you are probably looking, whoa, 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 that's a lot. So you do have some homework to do on this one. First of all, we want to start writing it out. So make your list of what needs done and write out exactly the inputs and outputs for each step. Now we have some additional issues that we need to overcome. We have integrated these individually one at a time to our Micro 850. And that has worked perfectly. In fact, I can't believe how well this Festo Didactic MecLab is designed almost around our PLC trainer. But now we're going to run into a problem. We have 2 inputs on this one, and we have 4 inputs on this one. That is going to be 6 total. And that means that we have only 5 inputs available, and we do not have enough. Same with the outputs. This one required 3, this one required 3, and this one required 5. That's 11 total, and we do not have enough. If this was an actual project, we would go down to our supply house, and we would go grab ourselves some expansion IO, pop it open, and simply snap it onto our Micro 850. But a lot of you are at schools learning this, and we have a really good learning opportunity, I feel. Since we know individually how to wire a Micro 850 to each one of these, and like many of you schools, we have probably multiple Micro 850s or Micro 820s. They'll work perfectly for this situation. I'm going to take 3 Micro 850s and show you how to make them communicate. And we're actually going to communicate with this Micro 850, and this is where our program is going to be. Now, I know that was a mouthful, but what I want you to do for this step is get yours set up. Now, one thing I did not mention, for me to get this in the video, I actually had to shorten this a little more than normal. So that's why you see this one sitting sideways, but get yours set up so that it will be able to do the whole process and then write out your sequence of operation, because I am not going to go step by step through the sequence of operation this time. Once you've got that done, then click here where we're going to talk about how to message from PLC to PLC.